of you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm Irina Tosheva. I'm a fashion designer, and let the other say something about themselves.
Okay, Maria, do you want to continue?
Okay, I'm Maria, I'm fashion blogger, and I'm youth representative of the Child and Youth Finance International Youth Committee from Macedonia.
Okay, moving to
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm from France, and I'm an intern at Child and Finance International.
And how old are you?
19.
Me, I'm Tiffen. I'm from France too. I'm 20, and I'm start my internship 2 days ago.
That's great.
I'm also interning here. I'm 28 from Germany.
Hi, I'm Mariana. I'm from Italy. I'm 24 years old, and I'm also doing an internship from CYFI. And I'm happy to join this call. Okay.
Great.
Okay. So yeah, maybe you can just start talking how you started your business and how it worked to open your business and where are you now, and yeah, maybe you can just start.
Well, at first I wanted to speak about my NGO, because all started with that. At first I wanted to ask you, some of you part of some NGO?
Yes. CYFI.
Only that one or a few?
Well, personally, I've been supporting different NGOs, but I'm not really part of it. For example, I support and I did volunteer for Oxfam International.
Mm-hmm.
And also for an NGO in Croatia where I did 2 months volunteering. It was about environmental education.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I'm also
well.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
That's all. There is some problem. I'm not seeing you anymore. Okay. Oh, here it is, Maria. Okay, it's okay. Sorry. Well, at first my story began 7 years ago, while I was studying fashion design, and while sitting on Facebook, I saw one video of 2 guys in the city center with placate free hugs. So that was a new organization in Macedonia, so I decided to join the organization. While I was part of that organization in the beginnings, we started to be very interesting to the other people because we were new, and we were just spreading love and good vibes to the people around city center in Skopje. And we needed to do something more, so we decided to spread our fields and became a charity organization. So we renamed our organization in Youth for Love. Feel free to ask me questions. I will be speaking, but feel free to ask me if you want something. Youth for Love organization was making charity events for people in need, and is still making, while also doing the campaign Free Hugs. While I was doing all this, my friends were asking me, like, why are you doing this? You're just wasting your time. This is nothing related with fashion. And I was like, I don't know, I just really like it. It fills my heart, and I'm really happy after all that. And when 3 years ago, I went to Italy for my master's studies. So I wasn't very active in the organization, but I was trying to do as much as I could from there. When I finished the studies, I came back to Macedonia, and I was enjoying my last summer as student before starting with my brand. And I was on a meeting with a family of a child in need, because they wanted me and my organization to help them to make a charity event. So while I was sitting with them, a friend of the family came and just asked me, like, who are you? What are you doing? And I was like, I just finished my studies. I'm a fashion designer. I'm working on I will start my brand from a few months, and I just like my job, and I hope I will try to be successful in my country. And the woman just told me, "Oh, that's great! I'm one of the organizers of Women's Fair in Macedonia, so I would really like you to participate and have a little small fashion show in Women's Fair." And I was like, "Oh, that's great! I'm not wasting my time in this organization. I'm meeting new people. I have new experiences." So it was really great. So that's how I started with my business in Macedonia. You can ask me something because I'm little. At first, I started my business, and I was interested to the media because I was a new face. But for me, it was very easy because I was very experienced from the NGOs before, because we were going on the TV before, and I was not shy or something like that. I was just natural. Unlike my colleagues, they were so shy. And I was like, okay, I was not wasting my time. This is another plus from our organization to my job. Also, I was giving much more experience from the Youth for Love to my business. But when you are starting your business, it's really hard because you're everything in your business. Like I was reading laws, stuff that are not interesting or creative at all. I was learning how to make bank transactions. I was learning how to write invoices, stuff that are not designers or are not just drawing and pretty stuff that are really and still very hard and boring for me. But at first you must learn how to make it yourself. I became part of the Fashion Week in Skopje because Fashion Week in Skopje is the only place in Macedonia where you can show your collection. So now I'm preparing my 7th fashion show, and I was lucky that the Macedonian fashion bloggers were, what's this? Open capture. I was really lucky that the Macedonian fashion bloggers really loved me, and at first they were writing so great posts for me with so many compliments that they were like PR texts, and I really didn't know them at all. And I was just asking them, invite them to my atelier here, as you can see, to meet them, and they are now my really, really good friends. What's happening?
Sorry, there's one more girl which would like to join, but I don't quite know what is happening. I'll try to invite her again.
Okay.
Hi, Irina. This is Kim.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm okay. A little nervous, but okay.
No, listen, I'm very sorry that I can't join the call myself. I have to leave for an appointment, but I just wanted to say really quickly that thank you so much for doing this call. And I know people are still trying to join because they want to talk to you too. So hopefully it all goes.
Thank you for everything, Kim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'll speak again with you tomorrow when I get back to the office.
Okay, bye. It's okay, everything now or not?
Not yet, but we'll wait because it normally takes some time to connect. But we'll wait for her. So. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can just go on. Or maybe somebody has a question regarding.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So you still have this NGO, this organization, and
yes,
it's evolved in something else. You were saying, like, first it was just free arts, and then you were having also a charity. And what about now? Which kind of project are you carrying on?
Well, we are having the same projects, but we are also celebrating World's AIDS Day, World's Hugs Day, World Smile Day, all of the big happy days.
Okay, and is it in somehow also related to your work, to your brand?
While I was studying, my biggest wish was somehow to connect my hobby and my work. And a year ago, because as my brand was going up, my NGO was at status quo because I was not having so much time. And when you're having organization full with young people, you must push them and wake them up once in a while because they are not working. If you're not working, yeah, you must wake them up. And because I was very busy, but January is usually a death month. Everyone is ill, everyone is poor because holidays and all that stuff. We are not having any activities, but the World Hugs Day is at 21st of January. And a year ago, I decided to make something to connect these two things. So I made a project that was celebrating of this holiday of the organization. So I invited 15 designers, jewelry designers, fashion designers, photographers, illustrators, so many creative people that are already famous, and they have a different target of mine, so that the project can be more successful. So because they will tell to their clients, I will tell to my clients, so we will have a lot of people. And all that, it was a charity event. And also a party, because two of my best Macedonian DJs were part of this event, so we make it like a big party where you can also buy an item inspired by hugs. So that was the whole idea, and the event was very great, and the most important, as any project of the organization, it was made without a single penny.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, it was all the money afterwards were donated to a center for Roma kids here in Skopje. It was really successful. That is one of my dearest projects. So I'm trying to do something like that nowadays.
Mm-hmm. And how many people are currently part of your organization that are helping you out?
Well, it depends. We have around 30 people, but like 15 of them are active. In the beginnings, we were having like more than 100, but they were just, no, I don't like to do anything. I just like to go out and hug people. That was all. But we have around 10 or 20 people that are really active and that really like to learn something and be something more in the organization, not just huggers.
Yeah. Oh, finally.
Yeah. Something more? Some questions? Or
what kind of future aspirations does the organization have?
I'm not hearing you very well. Can you repeat it, please?
Do you have any future aspirations or the ambitions of what the organization is supposed to become, or do you just
about my brand or the NGO?
No, the organization.
The organization. Well, we will be still working on our campaigns. That will be. About more, I don't know to tell you now because we're still on status quo this period because I'm very busy. I will try to make some project like design hacks, something quite like that. I was trying to make the same project this January, but most of the people were sick and I was like, okay, I'm not making any. It was very interesting for that project because it was on every social media, on every radio station, the days before, the days after. It was, I don't know, it was really popular. I don't know if it was because of the people, the contestants, or it was because it was a great idea. I don't know.
And how do you manage to divide your time between your business, your business in fashion, and the time of your organization?
Well, you must make sacrifices. At first, until December, I was also a fashion journalist in one online site in Macedonia, but I was not having time for three things in my life. Also, I have private life. And you must sacrifice. You can go out whenever you want. You can do whatever you want. You must be focused. Like, for example, in April is a period, April and May are a period of proms, so I have really so much work to do, so I can go out and enjoy like everyone else. You must sacrifice so you can have time for everything.
I got a question about the fashion market. I mean, since the competition in the fashion market is really strong, is it that hard to manage to get your brand known and bought by people and so on?
I'm happy that for 3 years, as long as I'm working on my brand, I made people recognize my brand. I mean, when they see something mine on the streets, they know that it's from Irina Tosheva, and I think that means that I'm on the right track. But the fashion business in Macedonia is a quite new business, and it's really hard because Macedonia is really small country. Uh, People are very poor, so they are not having, most of them are not having enough money for food nor for designer pieces. But you must research your market, adjust your prices. So I can't sell my clothes like some designers from France or Italy or I don't know, because we are not on the same level. The market is not the same.
So are your clients then coming from outside Macedonia also mostly, or are they actually from Macedonia?
Well, most of the clients are from Macedonia, but my connections are also selling online on few sites. Now I'm working on launching my own online store, Maria Shh. Because it's secret, still secret. It will be presented on my fashion show in April. So I'm trying to make it to see my clothes in different countries and different people. I really like. It will make me really happy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you have a question?
No.
He knows everything.
Yes.
Well, I have lots of questions actually. I was wondering whether you could tell us about the qualities or capacities or skills that you now have to have, which you weren't aware of before. Like, what are the skills that you as a fashion designer need that might surprise us?
That might surprise you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, all of my experience as fashion designer is not so big. I have more experience as a civil society activist from the NGO. But I started with that story because while everyone was saying me, you're just wasting your time, during the years, I just showed them that my time was not wasted because I was not shy in front of TV camera because of the NGO. I know how to make a social campaign without a single euro, penny, whatever. I was also going on different trainings for marketing and stuff like that. I was reading a lot, and I'm still reading because it's really hard. For 3 years, I'm still alone in my business. I'm not having so many people behind me. I'm not having a factory or something like that. So everything I do, I'm doing alone. But I'm lucky that during these 2 years, a friend of mine who is a peer consultant helped me a lot with his advices. he helped me how to make all my PR text and all that stuff that are really important for my business. And that's why I'm lucky that most of the media really loves me, because I'm doing everything very professionally. Because most of the designers in Macedonia are not knowing that thing, and they are not doing it like it's supposed to be, on the right way.
Yeah, what actually, I've got a question. So what actually did you learn from, apart like from, okay, being not shy?
Sorry, I'm not listening you very well. Again, please.
So what did you learn from your charity activities experience that you now are using in your fashion designer business?
Well, most of all, planning of time, planning of some campaign. Also, I don't know, something other that I didn't say. Right, no, just a second. Think about it. Writing emails and stuff like that. While I was starting in the organization, I needed like an hour to write a professional email to somebody. So now I'm like doing it for 5 minutes. I think that is also an advantage from the charity organization, and also I'm knowing very much people. The good in Macedonia is that we are a small country, so everyone is connected somehow with anyone. Everyone is someone's friends, cousin, etc. And thanks to the free hacks, I have so many people from not only from the media but from different organizations, and that can also help me nowadays as fashion designer.
So it is good for networking.
Yeah, networking. That's the key.
So would you actually recommend young people to join an NGO or charity organization to help?
Yeah. I think the experience is really big. It will help you in your life a lot, especially when you're doing it without money, because it's really hard to make a all big event without a single penny. I mean, it's really hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you need skills. Also, when in November, it's Movember month. I made a campaign with other designer from Macedonia, because Movember is usually month of the guys, not for the girls, but most of my target is women from 15 to 35 years old, and we made a campaign showing that we as women are caring for our husbands and guys and etc. And all that was made with it was a charity event where all that stuff were after that selling on the big Movember event, and was made without a single penny also. I can show you a photo in just a second. It's this.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was with different things. It's the guy's health is also a woman thing.
Okay.
Was it very easy or tough to open your business in Macedonia? And why did you choose to do it in Macedonia and not somewhere else? Because you said it was very difficult, and is the is also great for designers. So,
yeah, it's very hard, and it still is. I'm on the right track, but I'm still not on the place where my brand where I want my brand to be. I'm working on that. It's also hard when you're coming from family that is not related with design and fashion and stuff like that. Because when I said to my parents when I was in high school, I would like to go in fashion school, they were like, okay, we can help you, we can help you during the studies, we can pay you and stuff like that, but we can't teach you something, we really don't know. And all that you will make, you must make it by yourself, because in Macedonia it's really hard if you're not having your parents behind you. It's not like in your countries where you can work in high school and in college and stuff like that. I mean, normal people are not having jobs in here, not the students. So I was like, okay, I will do it all by myself. So that's why I tell you the story from the with the NGO, with the woman from the Women's Fair, because it was the first step in connecting my hobby and my business, and it was the first step when I do it by myself. I mean, my parents didn't help me anything. I just came back, finished my studies, and the woman just invited me to have a little small fashion show on Women's Fair. So that was my first fashion show in Macedonia, not as part of my college.
Yeah, there's a question from Araceli. She would like to hear what were the challenges you had to overcome with your foundation? So any laws or funding or etc.
Well, I'm a co-founder of the organization, so I'm doing the creative things in the organization. There is another guy who is doing all that administrative thing that I don't really like it. At first, it's hard when you're working with no money, because it's hard and challenging, because the people nowadays, everything is around money. Even the students are like, okay, can we get the money of that? Can we get the money of something? And I'm trying to find different ways to make them more interested, not with no money. So I'm making trainings where my friends from is the PR guy that I told you before. He was also training the volunteers from Youth for Love, showing them other PR ways how to that will help them with the organization. We are making collaborations with other youth organizations from here, and we are just hugging people.
So what are the organizations that you are collaborating with in Skopje?
Sorry?
What are the organizations that you are collaborating with?
They are all from Macedonia.
Okay.
Not on global level.
Youth organizations or?
Yes, they are all youth.
Okay.
Here is also the Red Cross, because when we are making charity events, we have their support.
Okay.
But usually, in the last 2 years, the charity events are for Roma kids, not for people from Skopje.
I have another question. Do you know any? Do you have any other fashion designers, colleagues who are actually running an organization or are interested in? No.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
That's why I'm also interesting to the media, because I have so much stuff to talk about. Yeah, my colleagues at first were also saying me like, why are you doing that? Yes, it's interesting to go out and hug people and all that good vibes and positive energy afterwards, but you're just wasting your time. No, I'm not wasting.
You proved them wrong.
Yeah, I proved them wrong. That's why I told you my story with the beginning from the Youth for Love.
Yeah, it's actually very inspirational. And we go also another question from Araceli, who's we have some connection problem, but she's listening, and she would like to know what would be your golden advice for the youth?
Well, golden advice. You must love your job, work hard, um, and be passionate about everything you do. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but that's the most important thing. If you don't love your job, you can do anything. I mean, there was one saying that if you're not working on your dreams come true, someone will hire you to build their dreams. So I'm working on my dreams. It depends on the people.
Is that also your motto for being self-employed? Would you be able to work for another person or be an employee, or is like self-employment the thing for you?
Well, there are advantage and disadvantage of the both things. I was not working for anyone before. I really don't know how it is, but seeing from my friends and family, yes, it's okay that on the 1st or the 15th of the month you have paycheck. That's great, but you can work from 9 to 5, and after that you don't really think about it. The weekend is free. You can go wherever you want, and I must work. If I have work, I have to work, even in Saturdays, Sundays, holidays. Nobody asks you. I must work sometimes during the night, in the evenings, but it's good because you're working for yourself. You have sometimes bad months, you have good months, great months, it depends. But if you love your job, everything is quite easy for you. Everything motivates you. It's good that during the years, the doors are opening by themselves. So thanks to the Fashion Week in Skopje, I also had the last year I had a fashion show in Novi Sad in Serbia. Now I will have a fashion show in Ljubljana, Slovenia. So also I had a fashion show in Vienna last year. So the doors are opening. If you're quality, if you really love your job, the people will come to you. Yes, it's cheesy, but that's the reality.
That's great. It's a good advice to give. Maria, do you have a question?
No.
Still not.
You want to tell us which is your dream job?
Mine?
Yeah?
I want to be a successful fashion blogger, maybe. My friends are also telling me not to waste my time on the blog, not to like invest so much, but I love it and I want to continue doing it, so why not?
Yeah, but you know so many people thanks to your blog.
Yes.
Now. We are
Really.
also one of the kids on Fashion Week in Skopje, so you were also a part of a workshop.
Yes, and I met amazing friends and I met designers like Irina, and I love it, so I won't stop doing it.
Nothing is in vain.
So you said that you had fashion shows already in other cities. How do you plan to kind of expand beyond Macedonia? What do you plan at all?
Well, that's why I'm launching my new online store. And also, I hope I will have other fashion shows in different countries as much as I could. I keep on spreading like step by step. I hope that everything will be as I like to be. I'm working hard on that.
Well, I have a question. What advice would you give to a person who wants to launch a business in the fashion area?
Can you repeat it? I didn't hear you.
Okay. What advices would you give to a person who wants to launch a business in the fashion area?
Well, you must be really passionate and hardworking. I say that I mean 100 times. And you must I don't know how to say it, just a second. At first, when I started my brand, I really hate that I needed to read laws and go to the banks and all that administrative stuff. And I was just saying to my mom, "Mom, please do that for me. I really hate it, or I will pay somebody just to do that for me." But you must keep it up and do it in the end, because yes, some of the people won't be nice, some will be nervous and all that, but you must be passionate and you will make it in the end. The first most important thing is to love your job. If you love it, you will succeed it.
Yeah.
I didn't answer. Yes or not?
What are the major difficulties that you have know with the creation of your brand?
Can you repeat it? Something is wrong with the connection.
What are the major difficulties that you have know with the creation of your brand?
What is? I didn't hear it. Creation of my brand. Sorry, but something is wrong with my
major difficulties.
I'm not hearing you at all.
You don't hear me?
I hear you now. Okay.
I said, what are the major difficulties?
Now?
No.
Something is wrong with the connection. Can you repeat it? Sorry.
What are the major difficulties?
Difficulties? Okay.
Yes.
I hear
that you have knows with the creation of your brand.
Difficulties. Well, Macedonia is a small market, and at first, and the most important, most of the people are poor, so they are not having money for food nor for designer pieces. Also, most of the people are not respecting designer pieces. I mean, they are like, "Oh, I don't like to wear that. I can buy it from Zara." I mean, that's really annoying. They are not. Most of the people don't respect designer pieces from mass production. I mean, that's the biggest difficulty in Macedonia. Also, you can't find a factory that can produce your collection, so you must work with tailors. Most of the tailors are not really friendly, don't like to work. It's really hard to make your team. I was really lucky, because in the first year I was having so many difficulties with finding tailors, because my brand was spreading, so I was having so many orders, so I couldn't sew all the stuff by myself, so I needed help. And the tailors in the first year were not very friendly. But now I have a great team, so it's the most important thing to have your own team, someone that you can rely on. Yes, I have my friend is a PR. Now I have a graphic designer. I have a photographer. They are not working for me. They are just my team, people that I can rely on, and also the tailors that are the most important.
Wondering, how do you manage the divide between what you aim for, like designer clothes and quality and all that, and then people saying, well, we don't have money, we can actually not buy food even, so I don't care about what you're doing. So how do you manage this?
Well, in the last 2 years, the things are changing step by step in Macedonia, and there is a percent of people that really like to buy designer pieces, but you must find them. I was lucky that thanks to the Macedonian fashion bloggers, lots of people heard about me and my job, my brand, and I have a list of clients that are always buying something from me. But the online selling is also one of the most important things, because Macedonia is not the great market. You must sell abroad.
Ara is saying that her internet is not working, but she's hearing everything.
Okay. Okay. I had a question. Well, we had lots of talks already like this where youngsters talk to each other, and we have always asked them if they have a bank account, and if not, where do they save? So, do you have a bank account?
Yes.
When did you get your bank account? At which age? Is there a limit in Macedonia to open a bank account?
I don't know. I'm hearing it from high school, I think. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
And then, because the topic of Global Money Week 2015 is saving, what do you save for?
Repeat, please.
The topic of Global Money Week this year is saving.
Yes.
I was wondering, what do you save for?
Oh, I'm saving for a trip in Bangkok. Because the last year I was working with other designers, and one of the designers now is living in Bangkok, so I really like to invite her to meet her there. So I'm saving it for there, but it's not really easy because you have all the time new collections and travelings and other expenses. Yeah. I'm not really good at saving.
You're not good at savings?
No, not at all. I like to go shopping. I like to buy stuff. I don't know. I'm not really a good saver.
Okay. So you would be surprised that young people very often say they save for donating to charities. That's what we heard a lot from young people. Did you, as a child, did you talk about money with your parents, or was that not an issue?
I mean, am I talking now with my parents for money?
No, well, when you were a child, and maybe also now.
Well, I'm still not independent as I wanted to be. There are some months when I'm just like, Mom, please give me money. But because the fashion, as I said, is new business and it's not quite the best job in Macedonia, so there are months when you are full with so many orders and you have proms now and some other celebrations, but there are months like January that is a death month. Nobody is buying anything, and I'm always laughing with my friends that I must find the money tree, so I can take some money from there. But from when I was a child, I don't know, I guess I was speaking with my parents for money. One of the best jobs is that in Macedonia, it's not, the parents are usually giving you money when you ask them. You can ask them every day to give you money, so they will give you. It's not like in the other countries. But my dad, when I was in middle school, started to give me a month money so I can learn how to spend and how to all that stuff. I think that was very, very smart idea. So he's doing the same that with my brother.
Well, we are almost at 7 o'clock. So maybe Maria, you have a last question?
What? No.
Still not. No. I have a last question. I have like, what do you say? I always see your dog everywhere.
Yeah, it's not here now.
So does he have a specific function in your life, or what? Is he your?
Well, my dog is. Sorry for saying this, but he's attention whore. So he needed to be everywhere. He's more famous than me. Yeah, and that's why, because when we were making the video with Maria, he was all the time barking and barking and barking, and needed to pick it up in my hands, and that's why it's the star in the video.
Okay.
And I knew that it will be the same problem now, so I leave it to my parents.
You wouldn't have mind that, but anyhow, thank you so much, Irina. It was really nice.
Thank you.
And thank
Thank you. It's really nice meeting you.
for owning the talk to today. So yeah, thank you, Maria, also that you have kind of made the connection between us. That's very nice. And yeah, have a great evening. And thank you from all of us.
Good luck with your fashion design and your organization.
Thank you. Feel free to visit my fan page on Facebook and the site from April. And thank you for everything. I hope I was inspiring.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.